All right, let's go ahead and welcome to the stage one more time, Mrs. Maggie Gutnik.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Bay Area Brain Tumor Walk. I know it's been said before, but I'd like to say it again. And thank you for being here to support this awesome cause. I'm here today to speak to you about my personal connection with brain cancer. It's a pretty close connection. Almost 7 years ago, I found out that one brain tumor had taken up residence in my brain on top of my optic nerve. It turns out the dizzy spells I was having that left me exhausted and dazed were actually seizures. I wasn't just short on rest and vitamins like my mom thought. I was 22 years old, newly engaged, in my last year of college as a double major and working 2 jobs. I literally did not have time for a brain tumor. After my first craniotomy, I was told I had a grade 3 oligodendroglioma, brain cancer, so I would have to make time. The plans I had spent years designing were slipping through my fingers, and it seemed like there was absolutely nothing I could do about it. Early on in my brain tumor journey, in the midst of the emotional roller coaster I was riding, I felt like I needed to be in control of one thing in my life. And as a young, newly engaged woman, I chose to focus on my wedding, or at least what I would wear that day. The night of my initial diagnosis, I sat at my parents' computer and I made a bid on a wedding dress I had been watching on eBay for a week. It was the most satisfying purchase I had ever made. It gave me a small sense of control, but even more than that, it meant that I had something to look forward to. That night, I made a conscious decision to continue to live my life and be excited for the future, no matter what it held. For now, the future meant moving home from college. All but one of my professors allowed me to take their course from home as I recovered from my first, second, and then third brain surgery. My fiance and I made the quick and difficult decision before my second surgery to freeze my eggs, to hopefully preserve the fertility that chemotherapy would eventually take away from me. Finally, with the tutoring help of my brilliant friend Autumn, who's here today, yay Autumn, I passed my biology final, which, if you know me, is a very small but significant miracle, and I was able to walk in the graduation ceremony that summer and finish college. Albeit barefoot, because I had lost sensation in my left foot, so I strode across in my bare feet, but that's fine. I didn't care as long as I made it across. In the fall, I moved back to school to start the teaching credential program while taking my chemo for 1 week each month for a year. Most importantly that fall, though, I was able to walk down the aisle and promise to love and cherish the man who had already stood by me in sickness and in health. He's also here today. As someone who's gone through brain cancer and everything that it has included, some of my friends and family members have mistakenly referred to me as a superhero or a warrior. They have told me that I should wear my scars like badges of honor. But I am here today to tell you that I am not in any way a hero. I am just a reluctant member of a club whose membership application doubles as a pathology report. I think some of you are also in this club today. However, the real heroes are with us today. All of the families and friends who are supporting and caring for their loved ones affected by this terrible disease. They came with you to your never-ending doctor's appointments, asked the important questions, and even remembered the answers when you got home. They helped you take the right dose of Timidar and made you eat crackers when you couldn't keep anything else down. The real heroes held your hand when they took the stitches out of your scalp or prayed with you until you fell asleep the night before your surgery. They are the ones who gently washed the blood out of your hair after surgery and told you, no, mullets are totally in this season. In 2015, my brain tumor tried to make a comeback. I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but brain tumors have terrible timing. I was in the middle of my first year of teaching and loving every minute of it. I was terrified that I would have to have another surgery, but this time around, my incredible team of doctors at UCSF, decided I needed only 6 weeks of radiation in addition to 6 months of chemotherapy instead of surgery. My heroes flew back into action to help me get through treatment again, and I'd like to take this opportunity while so many of them are together in one place to say thank you. Thank you so much for getting me through it, and for all that you continue to do to get me to where I am today. I would like to especially thank my mom and all other moms here on Mother's Day weekend and say Happy Mother's Day and thank you for your sacrifice that you make every day to care for your children. Finally this morning, I'm happy to say that my latest MRIs have all been clear, and I'm even happier to share that without the help of my frozen eggs, my husband and I are now expecting our first child in late October. So there's hope. Love you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Maggie. That was truly inspirational. Here's a little gift from us to you. Thank you very much.